my friends, welcome back to Rosie's Creative Wings. Today I wanted to come on and just share some projects that I've been making, some projects that I've been making behind the scenes, and I wanted to come and share them with you, also to chat a little bit. So as you can see right here, I have this journal that I made, and I was bored one day and I wanted to get rid of my scraps because they're piling up like crazy. And so I decided to just do a junk journal that is just scraps. So I thought that I would create a junk journal that I would use only scraps, nothing else. And so I came up with this. So for those of you who are new to my channel and haven't seen, this is my scrap pile. It was much fuller than this. I did use most of the large pieces for this journal, and some medium pieces, and so I still have all of this left. And so this is what I came up with. So this here is cardstock that of course I use for other projects, like this one here. This is all cardstock that you cut out for other, you use the cardstock and then you have left over all these long strips, so of course you don't want to throw them out. So these are some of the strips, and so I used it on here. I did do a lot of sewing in this journal, and it's just 2 signatures. I didn't want to make it too bulky. I honestly didn't even know what I was gonna do. I had no plan. I just wanted to get rid of the scraps, so I just did 2 signatures, and this is how it looks on this side here. So pretty much the same thing. These are 2 strips of cardstock, and I just sewed them in the middle there, and then made it into the covers. And then here I used tape. I did bind it with string first, but the spine is kind of like, I hate when it does that. You see that? When the spine does that, but that's fine. So then I put the tape on top of it. Let's see if I can find that tape so I can show you. So this is the tape that I use. One of my favorite tapes. I buy it in Amazon, and this is like my fourth roll. If you're interested in this, let me know. I'll link down below so you can buy it if you're interested. But it's one of the best tapes to bind spines. So that's what it looks like there. And so you see what I did here was use, this is all the mixed media paper that I had in my scrap bin there, or basket. Had that for a long time. This is another one here. And so I just took a whole bunch of the papers, folded them, really didn't think much about it, and this is what I came up with. So what I mainly did was I used like the larger pieces. Let's use this for example here, and then let's see if I can find another piece here of the larger pieces. So let's say for example this here, I just kind of went like this, but of course folded it. And I didn't care if they were long, short. I really didn't care about that. So I just did something like this to make it the size of the journal. And then what I winded up doing was just sewing. Just sewing this part here. Sewing it down. And then again sewing it at the edge here. And then I winded up having a lot of pockets, because once you sew this and this, you'll have pockets here and you'll have a pocket there. So that's what I mainly did with all the pages. So I really wasn't like worried about anything. I was just putting pages together like this and just sewing them, and then just putting the signatures together. So, and then I wanted it a large size, so that's what I did. So that was mainly what I did. That was the idea behind it. And so let me just show you. So here's some more of those strips, and I made a pocket here with my favorite I love this. This is like the vintage folders or file folders. Remember these here? Love using that. So I made some pockets here with that, and then as you can see here, I did that. I sewed here, and then I did a pocket here. So later on, just a few days ago, I started like playing around with it. This pocket was plain, so I added this to it, and I added some stamping. A lot of the pages are white, and so I don't want them white. So I did start adding to it, but I just want to show you just the basic part of the journal. So here's another one here. So there. Of course, I added this later, and then this is another one here. This is the parchment paper that I dyed, and then I did the same thing there. So I winded up having kind of like a pocket. So I did like a notch in all those areas where I thought I could do a pocket, and so that's a pocket there. And since that's a pocket there, I just added some stamping just to give it some interest. Same thing here. So I sewed here and made a pocket going up this way. This is also an old cardstock that I did some mixed media on. I added this part to it, and then so this part here was white, and I added this images here. I did some stamping because I don't want to have plain paper. Then I have like another pocket here. Let me just get something here. Another pocket, kind of like a tuck spot there. This, because I made it this way, there's so many pockets that this journal has. So here was another white page, so I added these images here that I blew up. I made them a bit larger. I did some stamping just to give it some interest, and I don't want to see like plain pages. So my thought behind this journal was I thought that I would make it for recipe cards, but I changed my mind later on because I just felt like the recipe cards were gonna get lost in this journal. So, and I probably won't have enough for them to fill this journal because there's so many pockets. But I decided that I'm not gonna use it for recipe. I'm just gonna use it for something else. So I added this image here. There's another tuck spot there. This is my art here. I just made it. This is just old art that I had in my scrap basket, so I used it, and it has like a pocket in there. Again, I sewed here and here, and I added that image there, and then that made a pocket in here. So another pocket there, and then same thing here. I just stamped, added some collage in the back, added this really cute mushroom, and there's a pocket right here. And then these are like these tags that I made, or like flags, I guess you would call them, like the flags, and they have like clusters. So there's a little bit of fabric there, some of my mixed media paper, and I just sewed through it, and I'm just adding as I go. It's pretty much empty. I'm just showing you what I've done with this journal so far. So this is plain here. I'm definitely going to do something with that. Here I added this here. There's another pocket here. This is plain, so I just did some stamping there. These are one of my vintage or retro little, like I don't know what calling them, but I just put these together from die cuts, and you can add these to your journal. So I added one there. Here I did some stamping. I added this image here and there, and there's a pocket here. Oh, I didn't realize that I just like glued the pocket, but still you can add something small there. So this is plain. I'm gonna definitely do something with that. Here is one of my girls that I drew. Just like sketching and playing around. I had it in my basket, so I just put it there, and there's a pocket there. I'll be adding something to this here. There's a pocket here. I just added this part here. I'll be adding something there. So you see there's a lot of plain pages. And then I just added this cluster here from this die cut that I made. Oh, I have quite a few of these that I made. Just want to show you. So this is, it just is like a long strip, and I just glued it on there on this page. So see here, I'll be doing something here. And I'll be doing something here. I just added that to there. I'll probably be adding something here. Here's another pocket. That's plain, so I'll be doing something there. I'll be doing something here. And then these are just extra pockets that I added to it. Here's a tuck spot. Another page where I can add something there. Here's another tuck spot. Here's another pocket. Here's another pocket going up. This, I'll be adding something there. That's the parchment paper that I love. Here's another pocket there. This is part of a book, art book, that I took pages out. Again, this is the other side of the really old mixed media paper art that I did. Here's another pocket there. I'll be adding something here. And then we're on the second signature. Another little pocket there. I did a belly band there. I'll be adding something else here. Here's like a little tuck spot. Another pocket here. Another little tuck spot there. Here is a tag, a flip, little tag there that I added there. Here's a little pocket there. Here's another pocket there. Tons of pockets. Here's another pocket up here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill all of them, but so this is another little one of those flags. I just added like a trim to it. And these are some of the ephemera that I have in my box that I just made, but I didn't have like a plan for them, so I'll be putting a lot of them here. So this will be something that I'm going to do there. Here's another pocket there. Here's another pocket I just added there. Here's a small pocket there. Here's another small pocket here. Here's another small pocket here. So I did notches so I could know where I have my pockets, because they'll get lost. And then I added this here. This is one of the pockets that I made. There's a video that I have that I show how to make pockets with just one 8.5 by 11 page. Simple pockets that you can use into your journal. I could link that video down below. And I think I probably make like 6 or 7 pockets, probably more, where I show how you can use a one-sided 8.5 by 11 page to do pockets for your journals. So this is one of them here. So I added it here. But I'll link that video down below if you're interested. There's another pocket there. There's another pocket going up. That's plain there, so I'll be doing something here. A small little pocket here. This, I just added that there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll be doing something here. Here's a pocket there. I'll be doing something here. And then parts of it that is plain there. Here's another one of those flags. Here's another pocket going up. Another one going down. And this is all plain, so I'll be doing something with that here as well. Here as well. See, so there's a lot of white pages. Here's another little slot there. That I'll be, here's another pocket going this way. That I can just embellish it and make it nicer. Here's another little tuck spot there. Another tuck spot here. Another tuck spot here. White, I'll be doing something there here as well. There's another pocket here. There's another pocket here. See, if I don't see those notches, I will get lost because I wouldn't know. I'll add something here. Here's another pocket here. There's another pocket there. Of course, I'll be doing something on this page. Another pocket going up. Another pocket going down. Here's another one of those. I added some lace. And I did these quite a bit ago. I was just bored and I started like playing around. So I created these. I don't even know where I had this one. Where did I have this one? I think I had it here. Let's take one. Okay, there's another pocket here. And that's the end of the journal, and then there's another pocket here. So that is it. So I am gonna continue adding to it. I really had a lot of fun doing this to it, like adding parts to it. So I'm thinking of using a lot of my ephemera, like expanding it, making it bigger. But I do want larger pieces in this journal. So I'm just getting creative with it, and just adding like images and things like that to make it to embellish it, make it nicer. I'm not sure still what I'm going to use this journal for, but yeah. So things like that, examples like that, that's what I want to do. So that is one project I've been working on. And then I had an idea for like a scraps journal. I don't want to say exactly what it was, but I'm still thinking about it, and I may bring it to you guys soon, but we'll see. So yeah, so that's one of the ones that I was working on and still playing around with. And so I mentioned that I wanted this for a recipe journal, but then I had ordered this from Temu, and I decided that I would use this better for the recipes. So here I have a few. I do have to cut them down a little bit more. I just backed it up with cardstock. These are some of the recipes that I want to keep in this book. And I just put like the cutouts from the cardstock, like the ones that have like the cards, like the note cards or cards that you can cut out. I just glue them with a little notch on there, and it creates like a little pocket where you can keep them in. So these are one of those accordion books that you can get from Temu. I thought it was a lot larger, that's why I purchased it, but it's still very cute. And look at that, a lot of pages. You can do really cute things with this book. So of course you can open it this way, and then if you go this way you can open it this way. So super cute. I'm gonna get rid of these this closure here. I don't even know how it works honestly, because then it has a notch here. So yeah, so this is gonna be my recipe to hold my, this is gonna be the book where I can hold my cards for recipes in here. I'm trying to just find new ideas for new recipes. I'm tired of cooking the same thing, and so you know, I go on Pinterest a lot and I look at recipes, and once I find one that I like, I will just type it and make it into a recipe card. That way, if I decide that I want to make something different, I'll just go into the book and do that. So I do have to trim them down a little bit so that they all fit in there nicely, and I think this would be great for that. I'm of course going to decorate the covers as well. So now I would like to show you these other books that I was able to create, mainly for storage, different type of storage. So the one that I started doing was, the one that inspired me to do these books is this one here. So I did use some of these folders here, these type of folders, which I kind of took apart and kind of tweaked it a little bit and created these books with it. So that fold I just took off the parts here, and you can see that there's like a little flap there. I took those apart. This one here I just cut it, but it's the same thing. I took them apart and I kind of made like a spine for it. As you can see, these are just like this. They're very, very small, very tight. You can't fit too many papers in there. So, and also the sides. So I kind of like opened it up and made a spine there, and also did the same thing on the sides. And then glue them back. And then you have your pockets that have a little bit more space to add more paper or whatever else you want to store in them. But what I did was I took each folder and I made it kind of like into a book. So this is the first one I created here. The difference with this one is that I did bring down the folder here so that I can see what I actually have stored in there. This is just a 2-folder one. These are some of my printables that I keep in here now. And then these are some of the ephemera that I purchased on Amazon, the book of ephemeras that I showed in one of my videos. I can link that video down below if you're interested. And so what I do is when I scan them in, because I don't intend to cut into these books. If I want to use a page, I will scan the page in, and then I'll print the page out, and then I'll just cut out the image. And so these are the images that are left over from those pages. And so, of course, I'm not going to throw them out. There's still a lot of images, nice images there. So if I want to use them, I can always come back here and cut out those images and reuse them. And then these are the ones that are mine. I currently have these on my coffee shop. So that is what inspired me to do the rest of the books. So let me show you the first one here. So this one, I made it so that I can store my digital journal prints that I created. And so it's pretty much the same concept as the first one I showed you, except it has 4 folders in one. So what I did was I just did some painting in the front, and then I just added this to the front here. I didn't want to leave it plain, so I added one of my girls there. I added some ephemera pieces, some stamping, made it really pretty in the front. Yeah. And so the inside has 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets. Now, this one is holding my Sunflower Bliss journal kit. And then these pockets here are holding, this is an older one. This one is no longer available. It was on my Etsy store. That one is Faithful Foundations. And then this one was the first kit I made. Massive kit, 66 pages. And if you're interested in seeing those kits, I will link those videos down below. This one here, I'm thinking of giving it away. Not sure how I'm going to do that, if possibly a giveaway or a challenge. I'm thinking about that. But if you're interested in seeing this kit, I'll link that video down below, so stay tuned. I may just give this away. Not sure. So then there's one extra pocket there that I can use for whatever. So this one has 4 folders in one. That's the second one. And then the third one, I made it to store my sentiments and quotes and things like that for my mixed media projects or any other project. So this is it here. Again, I did some mixed media in the front. This is what the front also looks like, different colors. I just added, of course, collaging, and these are one of my girls. I did some stamping. I added some of the ephemera and some of the ephemera that I purchased as well, and stamping here. So I like doing these type of covers and art. This is one thing that truly relaxes me, and I just love putting different elements together. So this one is my quote. I don't know if I'm gonna probably label it at one point and put quotes and things like that, but we'll see. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to say this one has it's kind of like a it does have 4 folders, but then I added this page in the middle. So this was not so much a folder, but I made it into pockets. So the first one here, let me just take this out of the way. the pockets this way. So you have this main big pocket here where it holds my bigger pieces of quotes and things like that that I can cut out. And when I had my previous book, none of this was fitting in it. I had to just stick it in the book, and the book just became super bulky. I didn't have any like pockets for it, only for the tiny ones. Not even these fit in there, so I had to cut them and kind of like force them into the small pockets. But it was like a really small pocket, and these will come out all the time. So I decided that I had to make something new, a new book somehow that would fit all of them. So what I did was added the protector sheets. I just sewed them, and now these are the Tim Holtz words and phrases and quotes. So see, I had to cut them in half. This is the way it normally was, and I had to cut them in half in order to fit them into that other book. So now they have their own little pockets there, which is great. And then I have smaller pockets here for the smaller pieces here as well. So you have 5 pockets here, 2 pockets here, the big pocket here. Then you also have 5 more pockets here, and then you have this one here, which is empty. You have here 4 pockets because I did make one a little bit larger to fit larger pieces. And this one, these sentiments and quotes here are from the ephemera books that I purchased through Amazon. I just scanned them in and just printed them out. Here are more of Tim Holtz, which I had to cut. And so I keep them in here. And then this is just like a page that I put in between. So there's 4 pockets here, and there's 5 pockets here. So for the smaller pieces. And then you have 2 more pockets here for Tim Holtz as well. These are the larger ones. I think the big chats ones. I had to cut them in half as well. But now they fit nicely there and I can see them. And then these are the ones that I wanted to make pockets for. So you see, originally the Tim Holtz were like this, and I had to cut them in half. But these are like the ones that you buy from Temu. So I bought 3 different sets, and I took them out of the package. So I didn't want to cut these down. So I made pockets for them, and they fit nicely in there, and as well as these here. This is a book of sentiments and things like that. This is art by Marlene. And I didn't have any pockets for this one. I just stick it in the book, and the book was super bulky, so that didn't work for me. So I made these 2 pockets especially for this one here. And then I have the larger pockets here for these type of for larger pieces. And then 3 more pockets, actually 2 more, because this one is like a wider pocket. I can fit more than one item in there. And then the smaller, and then you have your big pocket here, and another big pocket here, and then this big pocket here. So I still have a little bit. I have some pockets that I can still use, the larger pockets, for more things if I need to. If not, if my sentiments get bigger, then I'll just do another book. It's easier to keep them, for me at least. It's easier to keep. I want to keep all my sentiments and quotes in one place, because I tend to forget if I put them in different places. So yeah, so this is the book I created for that. I'm very happy with this book. Again, I binded it with that tape that I love, and I purchased it through Amazon. This is probably like my 4th roll. I use this a lot for my journals. It's a really, really, really great tape. If you're interested, let me know. I'll put it in the link. I'll link it for you in the description box. So that's the 2nd book. And then lastly is my favorite one. It's this one here, also made out of those folders. So this one, the pockets were blue, so I just kept the theme as blue. And this is what I created for the cover. Mixed media on both covers. And then I just added this here. So these are some stamps here. I do have some washi tape. I have more stamps here, die cut here, stickers. This is a piece of cardstock that I just tore, and then I have some like gift paper that is polka dot, and I use it for my crafts. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I really like this cover. I wanted to do something a little bit different than the other ones, and so that's what I came up with. And so the inside. So this one is a little bit bigger. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 folders in one. So this is what it looks like, 6 folders in one. It is a little bit heavy because it is storing die cuts. So the first one is like this, and it does have a flap or like a closure, and the closures are Velcro, and so it's storing my larger die cuts like this. So you can put 2 to 3, maybe I can even try 4 of these in one pocket. But for now, I'm putting just 3 because I don't have a huge collection of die cuts. So for now, this one is empty. So I have 1, 3 with the die cuts. So these are some of the larger ones. And they just go in there nicely, and the Velcro keeps it from coming out. The second page, or the second pocket, holds 6 of the little ones. So it's 3 on one side and 3 on the other. And so that's really good. I was happy that it did hold the smaller ones like this. So that's pocket number 2. And then I just added this here. For the new die cuts, I can just put them in there and then not worry about it. And then later on, organize it the way I want to. That's one. And then this one here is another pocket. Here I just have like these. This one is Zizix, Tim Holtz, and this, they're both from Tim Holtz. So I put them in there. And then I have this one that was gifted to me. I put it in there. They fit nicely in there. And then I have pocket number 4, which is empty. Nothing in there. But I did add 2 more clear pockets here. And I have my latest die cuts from Timo, which I'll find a home for it, but I just keep it in there for now. Just like some branches and leaves that I wanted. And then I have one there. And then you have pocket number 5. It's the same. It's holding 6. And these are empty. And then it has 3 more here. This one is, the other part is empty. Yeah, so it goes in there. This goes in here. And then the last pocket has some more of the larger ones. It's empty on that side. This one was a gift, or I think I got it on a D-stash. And then this one for In Love Arts. And then that one's empty, so. And that's pretty much it. That is all of the die cuts that I own. I do have a little bit of space to buy more. If by any chance I do fill this up, I can just make another book because I enjoy making these books. And I really like the fact that I can just put these with the rest of my books and just pull it out when I want to do die cutting. Before I had them like in a little basket, in my closet, which I had to go into my closet and move things around, and it just became chaotic for me. You know, when you have stuff like that, like it's like it takes away your energy, and like it changes my mind about die cutting. So I decided to do something more convenient where I can just pull it out, look through it, and not go through all the fuss. But what I was thinking of doing was, possibly that's going to be a little bit of work to do, is maybe, I don't know if I want to die cut all of them, but I know that some of these I hardly use, so maybe the ones that I use often, I probably will die cut them and put them adhere them to paper, and then just like scan it in and make copies and just put it here, so that I can have kind of like an inventory of what die cuts I have in here, you know. Or I can just go through them. I mean, I don't really have to go through all of that, but if I get bored one day, I'll probably do it. Yeah. So this is my die cut storage book. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Which one is your favorite so far? I do have to get better at the binding of these books, because it did give me a bit of a hassle to line it up the way that I want to. You see, these books are definitely not perfect. You see there? The binding is a little cuckoo. So towards the end when I created this one too. It's empty. Another one in green. So I just kept it green, and I just did the mixed media in green, and I'm definitely going to do the cover soon. So I did just an extra one just in case. I did add these pockets to the middle. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this one for, but it's good to have it just in case. But you see here, I feel like I was able to do this one, and it's not like completely 100, but it's better than the other ones. So I'm trying to figure out a way where I can just put them down, and that they don't, because they kind of like twist a little bit. So that's my dilemma with this method, but it does stay. I mean, the tape is really good that it actually keeps these folders intact right there. I mean, you see a space in between, but this is not going nowhere. This is not going nowhere. So yeah, I really like them. And even with the heaviest one here, this one that I kind of like worried a little bit about, that it's not going anywhere. This tape is staying right there. So I like that. See, and look, it's really like, it's not moving. So I'm happy about that. I just got to figure out how to make the binding better, because it still like kind of irks me a little bit. So yeah. Yes, my friends, so that is the books that I was able to create for my storage, and plus my scraps journal, and this one here, the one that started everything. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Which one is your favorite? I had so much fun creating these books. I'm thinking about just playing around a little bit more with these folders and see what else I can create. And these, you can definitely find them in Staples. You will get the boxes. You can get them in colors or just the normal color like this. Yeah, and try to play around with them and see what you can create, right? So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna keep playing with that and see what else I can create for storage. So yes, my darlings, thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know which one was your favorite. What did you think about the idea? Also with in regards to my junk journal here, my scraps junk journal, I'm thinking of going in and still taking care of all those blank pages that bother me. So I may or may not record a little bit of it and bring you guys along. So let me know if you guys are interested in seeing that, where I can just embellish the pages a little bit more. If that's something that you'd be interested in watching, let me know. So yeah, guys, this is it for my project share. Thank you guys for coming along. To all my new subscribers, I appreciate you guys for coming along and being a part of my channel. To all of my old subscribers and friends that have been there from day one, of course, you guys know I love you very much and I appreciate you guys a lot. And yeah, so this is it, guys, for this project. Let me know what you think, which one was your favorite and why. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.